God, don't you love it when OBS does not pick up your microphone whenever you turn it on and off? Isn't that the fucking best? God, you know, I would say fuck you, OBS, but I'm afraid if I yell at it, it'll break something else. So I'm gonna avoid doing that. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I've had not so great nights. Not because of anything in particular. Actually, I take that back. It's the fucking snow that hit the fucking center of the U.S. and I got bumfucked by it. We had like straight up. I don't know how many inches of snow we have, but we had lots. Okay, I'm gonna say we've had lots, and it's come to the point where Melting gets a little pissed off whenever he goes to work in the morning. So now, don't get me wrong. I like cold weather. I don't like it when the roads are dangerous. That's that's my thing. What's up, Kabloo? You rarely get snow there. I'm not gonna say lucky because there, like I said, like just like with what I just said, there's caveats to like like with snow. Snow is nice because I don't know the festive spirit. I don't know. If I guess if you ask most people, hey, what's a good thing about snow, and the first thing they say is and I'm not sure if is a good answer. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Isaac tonight. I have another save file that I wanted to play on, and I'm trying to just I don't know. I'm not going for anything in particular. I'm just playing on another save file because I just like Isaac. I think Isaac is a very fun game. So that's what I'm going to be playing today. Before I get started, there's something I want to talk about. So there is this one game I found on. Now this is going to say a lot about me. Just a little disclaimer. This is going to say a lot about me. Don't judge me. Let me finish what I say first before you make judgment. There is a game that I saw on YouTube, and it's a game about a machine that whenever you type anything that you want, it makes a drink. And then a person drinks this drink and they change forms based off of that drink. And I thought that game was really fascinating. So I get the game on Steam. And then I find out, is this a porn game? Let me finish first. Let me finish first. Okay, don't jump to conclusions quite yet. One of the categories for the game was hentai. But, let me finish first. Let me finish first. It's a fascinating game with a lot of neat art. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, so Steam has this thing called trading cards. And trading cards are what you get from buying a game on Steam and playing it, and then you get like these trading cards that you can get, and if you get a collection of the trading cards, it adds your badge to your profile. Basically, it's part of their whole level up your profile sort of, concept. It's how they make extra money off of people from purchasing games. One of the trading cards, because this game has trading cards, straight up has titties. Like, I'm not going to show you, obviously, but it's kind of hard to tell because the characters fucked up. Because the concept of the characters is that they're fucked up. Like when I say fucked up, I mean like you can straight up like make like, which is why I got it. Like you can make like eldritch abominations, which I thought was so fucking fascinating. Or like you type in feelings like fear or regret, and then it like transforms a character into regret, and I thought it was fascinating. And the trading cards are based off of these forms. One of the cards has titty. Like I'm pretty sure this could be construed as titties, and I am surprised as fuck Valve allowed this. But maybe there's something I don't know. And then I didn't play the game because I'm gonna stop talking. Basically, I have a trading card that has titties on it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Fun game. It's a hentai game though. I thought about streaming it, but then I found out it's a hentai game, so I can't stream it. Fuck. But you know what I could do though, which is how I found out about it in the first. All right, bud. Okay. Well, I guess I can't convince you, so you're gonna have to convince yourself. Which But no, it's I just thought it was. I straight up found out about it literally right before I decided to stream. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then that's how I found out. So the creator of this game is making a safe for work version of it, which if that's the case, I'll get that and then maybe I'll stream it. But I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where it's like it's going to be a banned game on Steam, because that does happen from time to time. How's Final Fantasy 14 with going with you and your friend? I have not played with said friend. Uh, okay, I take that back. We did play, but like once, and it was just to add each other. But the funny thing is, one of my other buddies saw that I was playing Final Fantasy 14, and they started playing it with me. So I played with a different friend. That's why I thought you got started. That is why I got started. That is why I got started. They just haven't been on, and I just never asked. I don't know. Like I don't like to ask people to play games with me a lot of the time. So usually it's if I see them online, then I'll join them or ask them, "Hey, we want to play a game together and whatnot." I don't usually play multiplayer games all too much, and I was trying to get out of that shell with Final Fantasy 14. VR chat's kind of a weird exception though, because you can kind of just join any game, like unsolicitedly, if that's a word, which I don't think it is. But whenever it's come to like Final Fantasy 14, felt like hey, maybe I can establish community with people and play the game. So I have been playing the game, but like I'm not reaching that block where it's like, and this happens every time I play the game, where it's just like, man, getting on here is going to be a slog. The progress is going to be really slow, and then I'm going to get into a dungeon and then just do the dungeon, and sometimes it's not fun, or I play tank and then my healer doesn't want to heal me. We need to worry about your dailies. I just like doing them because it helps out with my other jobs that have like a lot less level. But am I still playing it? Yes. Yes, I am. I am still playing it. Whether or not I'm going to continue depends on my finances, but that's a me problem. Rather, that's a me decision. So, but then I found out straight up, Marissa, with 34 months, that's almost 3 fucking years. Oh my god, 3 fucking years of support. Why the fuck am I sub to this fucker? You say that every month. At this point, I think it's a ritual. Like, you have to fucking do an Eldritch ritual for your money to go out of your wallet, and then to get sent straight over to me. I don't know. Maybe someone in your previous life fucked up, and then they had to do this to, whenever you got reincarnated. I don't. What the fuck am I talking about? Thank you for 30, almost 3 years of fucking support. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. But I found out I wanted to transfer my character from one data center to another. It costs $18 to do that. That's like, what the fuck? Because I had somebody tell me it only, like, it cost them like $9. And it's like, oh, that's great. Let me do it too. And then I didn't want to do it anymore. I have seen a funny picture. Just send it to me through Discord. There's also like other like there's like a lot of games that I've seen get updates recently. Like I know Atlas, which was a game I streamed a while ago. The dev for that game got back to making like regular updates for it, and he's like added a ton of shit. Like he's added like if you like the gathering skills or the gathering jobs from Final Fantasy, he's added that to Atlas. There's controller support now. There's more quests you can do. There's more accessible to certain items and whatnot. It, he's updating the game, and I think that's great. Bloons Tower Defense 6, that got another massive update. They added a new Paragon. You gotta stream old school RuneScape. I have really thought about streaming old school RuneScape recently. I just don't know how I would go about doing it. Like, would I make a new character? Would I start from my main? Because the issue with my main is that I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. you know? Let's see what you got here. Hey, look, it's my very own Faithin doll. Huh? Why are you drenched? Oh, I get it, because it's a voodoo doll. uh, hey, Vivian, let me send you a little Randall doll. That's funny. I like it. Under normal circumstances, I invite you to the RPG group Iron Man, but it's half dead, and Iron Man life hits different. Can you add people to a group Iron Man after you've like went a little ways through your Iron Man like account? You can. Oh, okay. I thought you had to do it from Tutorial Island. I didn't know you could actually do it that way. Huh. That's kind of neat. The thing is, like, so I played a private server for a while called Lost City, which was a recreation of 2004 servers for RuneScape. And that's actually, I thought it was fun. It's like, I was talking to Dre about it, and he worded it perfectly. It's like, it just like get that nostalgia itch back before, you just kind of want to go back to regular RuneScape, which, that makes sense, it definitely does make sense. And I was like, man, I'm not going to get far with this at all. But, like, I managed to do Dragon Slayer 1 in 2004, which most people think, like, oh, that's not a big deal at all. It fucking sucked. You want to know why it sucked? So, once you go to Elvar's Island in Dragon Slayer, you cannot go back unless you die. And there is no home teleport in Old School. Or in 2004 Scape. So the only way you could get back is through the Karamja dungeon, which is how I got back. That fucking sucked. Because I had no food, I had no way of getting back, and I had my full Adamite type gear, which at the time, since the servers were still so new, it was so fucking hard to get that armor. And you know what I did? I fucking mined Rune Essence to get my money in this version of RuneScape. Because there was only free to play servers in at the time. They didn't have member servers yet. So it was like playing in 2004, but no, it was more like playing in 2001 without fucking membership yet, man. We were living in fucking caveman times. But you know what? I liked it. I liked it a lot. Getting my first glory amulet was great. Getting my first ruin armor set was great. Getting my first million gold was great. Man, dude, I was fucking racking in the fucking cash, man. It felt great. But to go back to what you said at first, yeah, I mean, I'd be down to stream old school RuneScape. It's just like I'd like I don't know. I don't know the best way of going about it. I really don't. I'll think about it though. And you said there's a badge that you can get, the Dragon Scimitar badge. I'll do it. When? I don't know, but I'll do it. But yeah, let's. We've been talking for almost fucking 15 minutes now. We have not even streamed a second of Isaac. So let's stream some Isaac. Long story short, you get the badge when you get give/sub to an OS stream, and then it ends in January. Oh, okay.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
That's pretty neat. Fuck yeah.
Drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Chris.
All right. So, I'm going to start on a new save file. So, I have not made it very far yet. Most of what I've done is through challenges. And some of these challenges fucking blow. This one sucks. This one really sucks. Yeah. I was having some good runs in some of the challenges, and then one of the challenges, April's Fool, basically, like, the way it works is that every boss is bloat. To put in perspective how much bloat sucks, there is a dedicated subreddit called Fuck Bloat, dedicated to people bitching about bloat. I proceeded to look at a bunch of posts on that subreddit once I died to bloat fucking seven times. It's like we all got fucking burnt out at work and we were trying to unionize, but alas, we got nothing. Let's play some Isaac. Let's see, who do I want to play as? Well, I need to do boss rush. No, not with Zazel. Not with Judas. You know, fuck it. You know, if all this fails, play Cain. Cain's one of those characters where it's just like, oh, damn. Cain's one of those characters where it's just like, dude, you start off, you got great stats, no bad pills, it's just a great time, and we just start off with the wafer. So. Man, and then you also start off with the lockpick, which is another great trinket. So, there's actually, I want to talk about this. There is a game called Anton Blast, and if you're familiar with like Wario Land and Pizza Tower, you've probably heard about it. You play as this red dude. I don't know what he actually is. He just has red skin. Basically, the devil, yes, the devil, takes all of his spirits, and you have to get him back, and Anton's very angry about that. So you have to go through a bunch of levels to get your spirits back. And I completed it today. It's a good game. It's really fucking hard, but it's a good game. It's like, it has platforming where it's very unforgiving. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't play it a whole lot at first, because of that. There were just times where I was just like, I would fail a platforming section like several times. It's like, man, I kind of don't want to play this right now. And then there was a time where I didn't play it for a while because of that reason. You could say things like, oh, well, that's a skill issue. You're just bad at the game. And you know what? That's fair. And also, fuck you. But I eventually came back and completed it. Let's see if... Looking for where the secret room is. There we go. And that's another game I could absolutely stream, and it's like, why am I not doing shit like that? You know, like, I don't know. I wanted to kind of go back to what I used to do, and, like, go to itch.io, find really neat games, and ask the devs, hey, you know, could I, you know, I like your game, do you mind if I stream it on Twitch? And I did that for a while, and it's like, I wouldn't say, like, I got super, you know, successful with it. I only did it, like, once or twice. But I kind of wanted to do it again, because nowadays, it's like, indie games are, like, they're just, I don't know, they're just getting better, in my opinion. And there are some games that don't get enough representation because of how indie they are. Speaking of indies, I want this fucking spider to go in these... It sounded better in my head, god damn it. But, yeah. Also, let me just say one thing to indie developers. Kabloo, you remember that one game about that, it was, I don't, I'm gonna prove my own fucking point. Remember that one game, he's like, hey, Melting, you should check out this one game, it has a shopkeeper in it. It has a really neat shopkeeper in it. To any, Bleakest Keep, he knows what I'm fucking talking about. He knows. He knows what I'm fucking talking about. Yes, yes. And you know what's great about that? That fucking trailer. I don't know anything else about the game, but the fucking shopkeeper's hot. And I say this to any developer out there: hey, you want to get more people to check out your game? You might have created the best fucking game in the world. But if you have a shopkeeper in there and they have fucking massive badonkers, I will play it. I don't care if the game is dog shit. I will play it. You wanna know how I prove my own point? Because I just asked Kabloo that question about that one game with the shopkeeper. You want me to prove my another point? Dead Estate. Love that game. Really good roguelite twin stick shooter. Has a shopkeeper with massive badonkers. Dead Estate is also one of my favorite indie games. This concept works. It's a concept that works. Hold on, Kabloo, can you tell me how much that game is on Steam real quick? If you're busy, I understand, but if you happen to know, because I got a little bit of money in my Steam account. Man, these new sounds for these guys. $10? Dog, I can buy this game! I can buy this fucking game! Let's go! But no, this is an actual, this is a phenomenon that I will follow. And guess what other shopkeeper is really popular? Morshu from The Legend of Zelda, from a really shitty CDI Zelda game. Granted, Morshu does not have massive badonkers, I think, but he's a shopkeeper, and people like him. It's the shopkeepers, man. You know what? You know what I should do? I should sure go on Reddit and be like, hey, are they, and just like talk about like, hey, really niche topic, but are there any games with like shopkeepers with massive boobs? And see what I can get. I bet you that's gonna be on the front page of Reddit, and I'm gonna get fucking 10 billion fucking replies, each with a different answer. Why did I pick up? Why did I pick up Bum Friend? The fucking. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't have it yet. Yeah, I'll take habit. Another thing too, I wanted to mention. Excuse me. Uh, the new Nuclear Throne update comes out soon. It comes out tomorrow. Son of a bitch! It comes out tomorrow. Well, it's a great thing I talked about it. Update 100 for Nuclear Throne comes out tomorrow, which means I'm gonna have to stream that. I say have to as if I don't want to. I want to stream it, I just didn't realize it was so soon. And apparently, like, they're adding, like, a whole new set of costumes, a bunch of quality of life. The things that, I kind of wish were in the game a long time ago, but, you know, I mean, like, hey, I like the game. I can't bitch about much. I can, but I shouldn't, because it's a good game. But yeah, that would be really fun to stream. It's gonna breathe some new life into the game. There was a game that, like, Vlambear, the devs from Nuclear Throne, they had a game they showed off at a gaming expo, and it was a game. It was like a puzzle game where more and more got added to it as you played. And I have no idea if they ever did anything with that. I kind of okay. I'm not gonna use any more bombs, except yeah, no, I'm not gonna use any more bombs. Kind of neat. I thought it was a neat concept. Speaking, you know, now that we are playing Isaac, though, the new game that from Ed McMillan, Eugenics, that comes out soon too. Which was Eugenics was like a game that was in like development hell for like over 10 years. It's been a very long time. They talked about this game as Isaac Rebirth first got talked about. What's it about? So it's like a, how do I want to put it? Because I don't know much about it myself, but I do know it's like it's like a breeding simulator. Like you kind of like raise cats as they grow older and older. Think of like Pokemon for, okay, I use the word breed, not that type of breeding. Ranching, like you ever played Monster Rancher? It's kind of like that, where you get creatures and then you kind of like build up up higher, but it's like with cats. So like you get the cats and you train them to get stronger and stronger, like Pokemon. I forget there are certain words that I cannot say without it being misconstrued as something else. I'm going for angels. Do I want to do this? I shouldn't have done it. Worst set of 3 chests, red chests in my life. Let me just look up what it says on Steam, because I know it's on Steam. Let me look up what it says. Mewgenics.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah.
Build the ultimate cat army through tactical breeding and send them into deep, challenging turn-based adventures. Draft abilities, collect items, and manipulate genetics across generations in this roguelike tactics game from the creators of Binding of Isaac, and the end is nigh. So yeah, it's basically, you know, yeah. Comes out in 2 months. Tactical breeding. See, whenever I say the word breeding, I get question marks sent my way. But whenever someone says tactical breeding, that's when it's ha ha ha, round of applause. But no, yeah, no, will I get it on launch? Probably not. I don't, I don't know. I haven't really been buying as many games lately as other people typically do. It's probably one of those things that, like, I'll watch somebody play it, and then if I really want to try it out, then I'll buy it. But I know the dev, Ed McMillan, has been playing it. Like he's had a Let's Play on his YouTube channel. Got any other games you're looking to buy other than Bleakest Keep? There's a couple on my Steam wish list. Let me see what it says on there. Games store. No, it's in the store. Um. There was one that I had seen. Oh, that game is out? No shit. Huh. Okay, well, there's this game I had seen called Kingdoms of the Dump. I saw it, and there's this community-based like Nintendo Direct called Mother Direct, based off of like the Mother series, and this game was in it. I had no idea it was out. You play as a trash can in an RPG setting, and it looks really fucking fascinating, and I kind of want to get it. It looks great. There is another game that I've been looking at. It's called Milo. It's basically like Call of Duty Zombies, but you get rats, and the rats help you kill the zombies, and that's fucking cool. I played the demo. It was really good. I played the demo last year. Somebody showed me a game called Mortal Sin. It's a dungeon crawler. It looks really neat. It's also bloody and gory. So one game that I had seen, I was watching a YouTube video about from Did You Know Gaming about like canceled SNES games. And, no, it was canceled 64DD games. So like the disc drive for the Nintendo 64. They sponsored a game called X Zodiac, and it's like it's a different. Okay, I don't always know how to describe this. Somebody took the gameplay from Star Fox SNES and kind of made a new concept out of it. It looks neat, and I kind of want to get it. Oh, there's another game. Okay, maybe I'm just full of shit. There is another game that I saw. It was actually I was looking at Valhalla, the bartending simulator thing. Their publisher was publishing a game that had just came out about a month ago called Demon School. And it looks really neat. And the gameplay reminds me of like the early Persona games. So like Persona 1 and 2 in the battle like tactics arena thing. I thought it looked fascinating. I might get it. But it's also $25. Now, I am not one to shit on like, games for having high prices. $25 is quite the steep entry point for me, though. It looks neat, though. It does look neat. So yeah, I do have some games I want to try out. One of the games I wanted to like take a look at was LSD Dream Emulator for the PS1. And like I know it's like for many it's low-hanging fruit. Oh, like hey, you know this game's really, you know, it's surreal graphics, it's fucked up, you know, shit like that. You know, you've seen me play Hylix 3 many times. Would you stream Demon School if you had it? Yeah, fuck yeah, I would. Yeah. In fact, I would say I would stream any game. You know, if I found the game fun, and if I wanted to stream it, I'd stream it. And if people wanted me to if people wanted to watch me play it, then yeah, absolutely. Another game that I like with like LSD Dream Emulator, there is another. It's not really a game. It's more like a walking simulator, which I guess LSD Dream Emulator also is, but it's called Disillusion ST. You know, like not Disillusion Street, Disillusion ST. I made that same mistake too. One of these is gonna have Magic Mush, one of these days. But it also has like the surrealist, you know, kind of aspect that, you know, games that look like they're fucked up typically have. It's a lot of fun. It's in a demo state. I don't know if it's had more developments since I last played it. Last time I played it was summer of 20... No, it was more like the spring of 2024. I liked it a lot. I saw Vinesauce Vinny. Don't take that. I saw Vinny from the Vinesauce group play it. Disillusion ST looks like a melting type game. Yeah, and that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too. That's the kind of game where you can just kind of like make your... I use this quote from another person, but you can make your own lore. Like, you don't know what's going on, but you can use your own, like, sort of interpretation of how, like, things are around you to kind of, like, make your own, like, lore behind it. And I don't know, I think that concept's awesome. I had a really funny question brought my way through a YouTube poll, and it asked, would you watch the Game Awards if they didn't talk about, like, you know, game reveals? And like 90% of that vote, 90% of that poll said no. And you know what? I'm with them. Fuck the Game Awards. The Game Awards exist to piss people off. It's to piss people off and make some devs happy. Which, you know what? I think that's great. But I'd rather have everyone be happy than a couple really smart people be happy. I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. But, I love watching the Game Awards and pretending that I, you know, care about what they have to say. Award shows are difficult to run. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why E3 kind of shut down. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. No, I thought you said information. No. I won't doubt that they're easy to run. I don't know. I never really care too much about the awards for, like, Game Awards and whatnot. I think it's great whenever, you know, games will get awards for, you know, for developers making a really good game. But like I have like people I know around me will say, "Oh, I don't care about the game awards," and then they get pissed off whenever their favorite game doesn't get doesn't win anything in the fuck doesn't get anything that want in the game awards. And like I'm guilty of this concept too. Fucking Pizza Tower in 2023. Whenever that didn't win the best indie game of the year or some, it was best indie debut. I'm not saying that the other game was shit. I heard it was very good, but man, God, I'm proving my. I'm literally a fucking hypocrite. Pizza Tower should have won that. God damn it! What did it win? What did it win? Cocoon. That's what it was called. And somebody that was a Pizza Tower super fan like myself also streamed it. They streamed Cocoon. They said it was a really good game. At the end of the day, we don't need games to win any awards. If it's good enough, we need to play and enjoy. I agree. But every story needs a conflict. Everybody needs something to bitch about. I'm the doomer. Put me on Am I an Asshole on Reddit? #1 asshole. That's me. Honestly though, I would also have to agree to that. I feel like when everybody says like what's the best game ever, I say the best game ever is the one that you enjoy is the one that you would enjoy the most. Like not directed toward one person, but just like one that you would enjoy the most. Because like and dislike are both based off of subjective ideals of how you interpret things. Like, you could like grinding an RPG, or you could like going really fast in a platformer, and like, both are okay. Both are valid reasons why you like certain games. So, that's true. I also like to bitch. So... Melting will never be happy. He will always be unhappy. Nothing will ever be good enough for him. Kabloo, I heard that Elden Ring Night Rain got new DLC. Have you checked it out? Because I know you have Night Rain. Never finished the base game. Honestly, bro, that's so fucking based. Elden Ring is the game to fucking do that with. Honestly, though, it's the same for Final Fantasy. It's like, oh yeah, what expansion are you on? Realm Reborn. I mean, is Realm Reborn even considered an expansion? I mean, you would say yeah, because like, isn't it like based off of like, it expands upon the original like 1.0 of the game. You can't physically play 1.0 though. That is true. Unless somebody finds a way to make a private server out of it, but I don't see it surviving. Honestly though, that's lost media. It has to be. There's no way. Like, not only did no one anticipate the servers going down, but like it also like died like over 10 years ago. It ain't come back for a private server. One thing that's kind of like really interesting though is that Final Fantasy XI still exists, and that is an MMO from like 20 years ago, and like Square Enix still updates it as far as I'm aware. And I also heard that it got a massive like update like a year ago. What they updated, I don't know, but and I think that's neat. But I have also heard that Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV are two different games. And like from a literal standpoint, then yeah, obviously. But like from like a comparison like take, like yeah, I have no clue how 11 is still alive. You know what? I don't know. I don't know either. I figured that Square would want to, shut down 11 to get more people on Final Fantasy 14. Maybe it's like one of those RuneScape Classic things where they won't shut it down unless they have to. Because like I think like everybody would say things like, "Oh, well, RuneScape Classic shut down because it was too buggy." Which I mean, yeah, it's true, but like there's like a law that took place in the UK where they had like something had to be done like for RuneScape Classic to be, legally able to run. And Jagex didn't meet that criteria for RuneScape Classic, so they just shut it down instead. But the difference between RuneScape Classic and Final Fantasy XI is that Final Fantasy XI is updated. Like, they update the game. So, there's something that they're adding to it. Whereas RuneScape Classic just existed for a long time and nothing ever got done with it. In fact, I remember seeing, like, YouTube videos about, like, things like the crystal chest being bugged so that it was permanently open and that you couldn't ever, like, open it manually because I had to do an animation before you could open the chest. And since it was stuck open all the time, it couldn't finish its animation. Therefore, like, you couldn't use the chest. I'm sure 11 appeals to the old school Final Fantasy players. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. In that case, I'd probably like it. I like old school Final Fantasy. I actually bought the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster for the Switch. I thought it looked great. I think the font looks like shit, but I thought the gameplay was great. Fuck this room. Yeah, let's do boss. We're having some fun in this, we're having some fun up here in Isaac tonight. So, I'm gonna take Brimstone. I'm gonna take Dead Cat. And then I'm gonna quickly... Actually, hold on. Yeah, I don't even need to do that. Okay. But, yeah, I could see that being a thing with Final Fantasy XI. But like to put in perspective how old Final Fantasy XI is, that was an MMO that people played on the PS2, close to launch of the console. So, but then again, I mean, in a way, so is World of Warcraft in a way. I don't know how true that comparison might be, but like, didn't like World of Warcraft come out in like 2004? Shoot, you want to talk about like old MMOs? Ultima Online. That game, like, I think still gets updates, but the concept behind the game is entirely the same. They haven't updated like any of the core aspects to it. So it looks the same as it's played like when it first came out. And that's just fucking fascinating to me. Makes you think, what if RuneScape did that? Like, they updated the game, but they never updated it past the, like, the pixel graphics. Like, how different would the game be today? Like, you would think, like, oh, it'd be just like RuneScape, like, old school. It's like, that's not necessarily true. I mean, you gotta think of, like, how the devs, like, the people, like, Jagex ran RuneScape versus how they do it today. Like, modern RuneScape caters way more to the audience than, like, classic RuneScape did. Like, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, old school, like, only updates shit if the people agree to it. Like, if it gets enough approval in, like, in the polls for it to be added. Unless they change how that works, which is, there's a chance that they did. I know they had, like, a vote where they changed it so, like, the approval rating, like, because it was, like, 75% chance before, like, 75% approval rating for something to be added, and I think they, like, changed it to 70. But either way, you know, my answer still stays the same. You know, it's like Jagex definitely caters a lot more to like the players than like Classic RuneScape did. But another thing with like Classic RuneScape is that people were like, there was a lot less people deeply invested to the game as they are today. Nowadays, you have people who like know the game in and out. They know the core mechanics of how it's run, and they manipulate that. I feel like back then you didn't have as many people doing that. Nor did we have the tools to be able to do so. So we know more about what's in the game now versus than what we did back then. Shoot, now that we're on back on the topic of RuneScape again, I think I've talked about this several times before. My favorite video on YouTube, it's a video by Moteplox. You've probably heard of him. He's a RuneScape YouTuber who like talks about information about RuneScape, whether it's historical or fun facts about it and whatnot. He's a great dude. It's his video on the entire history of RuneScape. It is so fascinating. For like a year when that video first came out, I used it as background noise, but it was the kind of background noise where you can still retain some of the information you're hearing from it. It wasn't like a Twitch stream on your second monitor where you can barely like see what they're doing. Kind of like what you guys are doing right now. No. No. Actually, yeah. Yeah. I've been playing for 30 minutes. There's a similar YouTuber I picked up, Maltea. Send me a link to one of their videos sometime, I'll watch it. You know what's something I've wanted to do? I wanted to watch more fucking people on Twitch. I never watch people on Twitch anymore. I just don't. And it's like... Oh, I might die here. Every time I go on Twitch, I'll join someone else's stream I haven't been to in a while. It's like, oh my gosh, Melting, it's been so long. Oh my gosh, I hope you're doing alright. It's like, yeah, I'm doing alright. I just haven't wanted to watch people on Twitch. Fuck. It doesn't help that this is the worst, like, mom variant. I also heard that, speaking of Twitch streamers, I also heard that Vidal's AI VTuber got a new avatar. Like a 3D one. Is that true? Kabloo, I know you're a VTuber fan. So you might know. He did a little concert too. Fuck! That was live! I could have watched it! I could have been a part of VTuber history! God damn it. It's quite amazing. Talk about how good it was so I can feel my... just the immense regret I have in my heart right now. It was so good, there's never gonna be anything like it. Ever. I think it needs a lot of improvement, but it was amazing nonetheless. I'll have to watch the VOD of it. That sounds awesome. Fucking, Nero-sama's fucking great. And the best part is, it's a fucking AI! Its emotions are based off of artificial intelligence. It's like... Imagine being friends with, like, an AI. It's just... No, not imagine! We can have that right now! Dude, I've seen fucking advertisements for AI companions for years. For years! That's a real thing! I'm saying imagine! I don't need to imagine, it's fucking reality! Oh, fuck this room, fuck this room, fuck this room, fuck this room. Oh, and it went in its shell. Okay. Vidal tried to get Nero to do the absolute cinema pose, but she just kept T-posing. That's funny. That's great. So, is it just Nero-sama, or is it evil Nero, too? Just Nero? Yeah. I don't think it'd be too difficult to make evil, because, like, she's just a color swap, I think? I'm too afraid to ask that in the official... I'm too afraid to ask that in the official channel, because I imagine there's, like, evil Nero stands out there that will fucking virtually lambast me from the ignorance I have of Nero. Nero-sama isn't real, Luigi. You're caught up in your imagination. The Swarm got a bad reputation as a fandom. Wait, so I was actually right about, like, potentially getting, like, lambasted by Nero-sama fans? Yes, god damn it. You know, another thing I seen, there was a friend of mine. He sent me a video, like a music video. I don't remember what it was, but it had Hololive in there. And it's like, bro, we got Hololive like anime, we got Hololive like fucking characters being sponsored in gacha. Dude, Hololive is slowly becoming real. VTubers are slowly becoming real. It's a scary concept. Bro, imagine it's like furries where you get a fursuit, but then you get a VTuber suit. What the fuck am I saying? No, don't make that! No! No! I don't want it! Bro, the fucking instant regret I got from saying that. But it's like, dude, if I don't say it, it's gonna be like, it's like when you're going to the, like, you're taking a piss and you stop midway through. You have to finish or else the whole world stops. Did you know that Hololivers started dipping their toes in Twitch? What do you mean dipping their toes? I know oh god, what the fuck is wrong with my mind? I know exactly what you're talking about because they usually stream on YouTube. I'm so fucking, oh god, I'm too goon-brained. Motherfuck. Oh! That's awesome. I never knew why they didn't do that from the start. Question mark? Just leave it at that. Let the ignorance flow through you. Get your head out of the gutter. Motherfuck! I only question that because of my bewilderment, not because I was like, toes. Fuck. I always just assumed there was like a contract that they had to follow through, like where they weren't like allowed to stream on Twitch, or maybe it's just they didn't like Twitch's payout policies. Which I've also heard that YouTube is just better for Twitch payouts. In any case, it's kind of fun seeing them navigate Twitch and Twitch culture. It's nice, but I prefer they do YouTube because I have YouTube Premium, and that's my only reason. I want it to be easier for me to watch streams. Look, I am all down for supporting somebody on Twitch, but man, whenever I see a fucking 5-minute ad break on Twitch, I usually click away. Like, it's not, there's no offense to it. There's, you know, it's not me saying fuck you, it's that your ads are too long and I don't have enough, like, attention span to, you know, kind of keep myself that long. And then what if it's during something that I want to watch and then they're still playing the game and it's like, oh, well, man, I wish I could have been there. No turbo. Turbo costs money. Actually, I could get a free trial to it. But here's the thing. Like I said, I don't watch that many people on Twitch, so... There's only like 2 or 3 people I watch, and it's Jabroni Mike, which is a friend of Vinny Vinesauce, who I also watch, and then like Varg Skeletor Joel. 3 very similar people. There do be a void after a certain corp died. Yeah. Yeah. Well, another thing I heard too, and look, I'm only talking about this because I'm a small fucking blip on the radar in terms of Twitch, but like, I heard Cinder came back to Twitch. Like, I heard like she made, it was like, what, a fucking 100 and, she made a document that was very, very long, like comically long. She did come back. And she also has a pretty good following on Twitch, so I mean, I guess, you know, like, all I can say is, good for you, just don't be a piece of shit. But then I never really watched her to begin with, so I just didn't really care too much. You know what's funny? One thing I was like, the first thing that came to my mind once I heard about the whole VTuber drama shit, because I didn't know what she did at the time, I was like, huh. Like, I wonder, like, because they have, what was it called, V-Card? It's like this whole trading card thing where you have, like, VTubers on trading cards. I was like, I wonder if those are gonna go down in price because people don't want these fucking cards anymore. I know she'll have many streamer friends after the whole thing, but she still got the viewers. I guess, you know, like, I guess that's... That's one good bright side to it, and for her situation. But I also heard she did some really shitty things, and it's just, you know, it's not sure how to make of it. It's kind of a thorny situation all around. I don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about, but I mean, there's many, like, there's like, it wasn't just like V Sojo, but there was another one. It was another company that got caught in some really bad like fire, but I can't remember what the name of it was. Ninja Sanji, that's what it was called. Ninja Sanji. That was another corp that people later found out that the people running it were just, you know, not so good people. Bad friend, but at the end of the day, it was all high school tier drama. I mean, if that's the case, then you know, like, I I don't really care. I guess I don't know. I just don't.
Speed up.
I'm not saying to get over it. I'm just saying like it. You know, like hey, this doesn't have anything to do with me. If somebody told me about it, I'd just be like, oh, okay, that's about it. Yo, dude, melting should make a VTuber agency. And then everybody in the agency all has mustaches. That's that's literally the gimmick. You want to talk about a VTuber that I've seen have a massive glow up? Faloo. Like, it's not even close. She's probably had the biggest glow up in terms of, like, her model. Like, her earlier model, like, it was great. Her new one, it's literally perfect. There's no other thing you could do to make that model, or make her character like her. It's, honestly, it's perfect. Like, I really do think that fits her to a fucking T. Her rigging got improved too, so it's super expressive. That's fucking awesome, dude. I love that so much. It's honestly a shame I don't watch her as much as I do. Uh, but no, though, for real though, like I love her community. I love the way she expresses herself. You piece of shit. Actually, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? She's like one of the people I just regularly like love watching on Twitch. She's just really fucking. She's just good at streaming, man. I don't know how else to put it. She's got her own memes. She's got her own great community. She's got a model that fits her to a T. I don't know. In terms of content, that's like, and she never gets angry. I've never seen. Okay, you guys have. I know Kabloo. You've seen her a lot more than I have, but I've never seen her get angry before. Like, not to the point where it's just like a full-on like rage. She's just such a great person. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. She does get mad, but it's never rage quit tier. You know what? My answer to that is I think, hey, anger is a normal emotion. So she did slam her desk once when drunk. It was funny. Aw, dude, more regrets. Her drunk I've seen. I remember the times I would show up at her stream and I'd be fucking drunk out of my fucking mind, and then I'd wake up the next day. I'm like, man, I feel like a fucking piece of shit for doing that now. Even though like everybody's like, oh hey, everybody look, you know, like people who were talking to me, it's like, hey, look, Melting's drunk. Hi, Melting. her, her drunk streams, when she talks when she's drunk, she's so fucking funny. She really is. Listen, man, you're one of the few VIPs in that stream for a reason. Okay, I'm not okay, look. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to make it about me, okay? I wasn't trying. Look, it means a lot. That means a lot, really. I do appreciate hearing that from you, but I wasn't trying to make it about me if it came across that way. It's very kind of you on her behalf. And on her no. It's very kind of you and on her behalf. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I really did. The answer to today's question: should I watch her more? Should I watch more of her streams? Yes. The answer is yes, and I'm probably dead again. Oh yeah, get your pheromones on Satan! Lock in. Oh god! Oh god! I'm nervous! Okay, I did it. Void? Nope. Nope. I ain't going to Void. Fuck that shit. It's a shame that you don't stream as often because she could really use some collabs. I would love to collab with her. One of the things, like, I'm not a big fan of collabs as much as I used to be. Because you have to set up a time, you have to commit to the time, and a lot of the time, I'm not available because I am not at home a lot. But if she was down for it, I'd be down for it too. I remember like a long time ago, she had talked to me about, like, she talked about like during a stream if I wanted to do like a Calamity co-op run. I said, yeah, I'd totally be down for that. And we just never did anything with it. I feel like now is not really a good time to do that because of Terraria 1.4.5 coming out soon. And that's going to be the focus for everybody, including myself. I mean, we also don't have to stream Terraria. I mean, it's if she had wanted to. Yeah, it's really up to her and me, you know, but honestly, like, I have like a couple friends that like stream on Twitch, and they're like don't think this is me bitching about them, but like they asked me to do a lot of collabs, and it's like I'm honored that you would love to do a collab with me. I'm just I don't know what to play. That's my biggest problem. I don't know what to play. Okay, Mr. Popular. Oh, okay. Okay, no, let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. So this brings up a good question of mine. And I've asked people the same question before, and the answer is like either very optimistic or very like pessimistic. Would you consider a viewer count of 6 to be a lot of people? Like a lot of people in your own like subjective way of interpretation of what it means to have a lot. Let's see, who do I want to play? You know what? I don't have that many mercs with Blue Baby. Still play as the Blue Baby. I wouldn't. Fuck! I wasn't paying attention. I wouldn't even say Falu's viewer count is a lot. So here's my perspective of that. I think a lot of the time when I see Falu's like streams, I'm just using her as an example. 40 is astronomical to me. Like that is a like really large amount of people. You have to think. Imagine if you had 6 people watching your stream. Some would say that's nothing. You'd think that's like having 6 people watch over your shoulder play a Game Boy. That is a lot of people. Now think about people who are watching you do something such as like play a video game and talk and shit all over the internet. Kind of the same concept, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter, it's the cool part because we all start from somewhere. That is true, that is true. But okay. I've always considered like a high viewer count, like having people watching over your shoulder. I think 2 people watching me do something over my shoulder is a lot of people, you know? And you might be wondering, like, hey, wait, what are you talking about this for? Because somebody called me Mr. Popular and I wanted to bitch about it. But another thing, too, is, like, another question I love to ask people, would you rather have a high viewer count or more people chatting in your stream? Like, would you rather have, like, a viewer count of 100 or 10 people talking in your stream? My answer is always going to be 10 people watching, like, 10 people talking in your stream. Having a high viewer count means nothing if it's just nothing being done with it. Like, if I have a chat room of people and they're not saying anything, I don't have anything to talk to them about, and I'm just talking to myself. And I don't even, like, whenever I stream on Twitch, some people have, like, Streamlabs, so it shows you how many viewers you have in your stream. But, like, I straight up, I straight up turned that off in Streamlabs back when I first used it, because not only was it, like, a really big demotivator for streaming, but, like, I didn't care about a viewer count. 100 viewers in a stream that don't talk might as well be 0 viewers to me. Now, I'm not saying you have to talk in my streams, but I'd rather have people, like, talking than just not having anything with it. If you want to lurk, that's perfectly fine, you know? That's not what I'm like. I'm not saying, you know, I hate you if you lurk. I fucking hate you lurkers, you pieces of shit! I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'd rather have a discussion with somebody because it gives me something to do while streaming, and it makes it immensely more enjoyable whenever I talk during streams. In fact, like, a lot of the people, it's funny, I had somebody, one of my good friends, they told me, hey, like, your stream is one that I watch the most throughout the year. I'm like, oh, that means so much to me, thank you so much. And, like, they say they lurk for most of the streams, and it's just like, just the fact that you consider, like, watching my stuff at all is more than enough to make me happy. Like, I deeply appreciate that. But they said one of the reasons why they like in the past why they've liked watching me stream is this they just like what I have to say. They think I'm funny. It's like, oh well, you know what? That means a lot. That means I should keep doing this. One of the people I inspire to be the most is Northern Lion. He's a guy, and he's the other bald dude. Oh yeah, you guys don't know about me. You guys don't know about the bald melting meme that I've made in VR chat. So my pronouns in VR chat are bald/man, and then people look at that and it's like, hey, that's funny. You're bald. I'm like, yeah, I know. I wanted something funny for my pronouns in VR chat, so those are what my pronouns are. Bald. But Northern Lion's another bald man, and he's really funny. And he's also the same type of dude who can talk about nothing and make it into a 10-page essay. He can literally talk about the concept of nothing and turn it into something. But I've also wanted to one of the things I've had the most on Twitch, it's like I've had many things come up with streaming. I've had an identity crisis. I've had a different philosophical view of how I see myself as streaming. That has changed a lot over the years. And that, it's really funny to say because this is coming from the same asshole who is famous for not streaming. But back when I first started streaming, I wanted to tell as many people that I streamed. Nowadays, I don't want to do that at all. I want people to find me. I don't want people. I even considered streaming from a new account just to start from scratch to have that. But then I went against it because it just I later realized, hey, that's a bad idea. Not only would it kill my current channel, but it would also kill any type of build up that this channel's had, whether it be the emotes or people subbing to me on Twitch. But I don't like telling other people that I stream. I want people to find me instead. That's why I don't advertise my streams. That's why I don't tell other people I stream, other than the people that that know I stream. Because if I tell people, hey, I stream on Twitch, and they follow me, and they watch me just for supporting me, it goes back to the same problem of, hey, this person is watching me on Twitch, and it's, I don't know, it's just I'd rather have more people to talk to. I don't know. And then, I'm also the famous dude who loves to change his name every few months. But I have a reason for it. I have a reason for it. It may not... I'm fucking walking into everything. It's not the best reason, according to everybody. But... whenever my name was Meltonomue, nobody knew how to pronounce it. So I changed it to something that's more pronounceable. And the reason why I changed it to Meltonomue is because somebody suggested that I do a rebrand. And that was my rebrand. And then I made it Melting Yellow, but Melting Yellow sounded too much like boiling piss. Seriously, that was the reason. The reason why the server was called the Piss Spittoon is because the name sounded like boiling piss. So I changed it. It's just Melting TTV. But the problem with that is I don't like telling other people that I stream, so now I'm back in the same fucking predicament. I will never be happy. I will only live a world full of sadness and despair. Rare melting lore. Bro, the newest lore is the different size of shit I took this morning, okay? My life is boring. My life is boring, man. So the fact, if I come up... Bro, if I had a new page to that autobiography that I like to, talk to people about my life about, it's massive. You know what's something else I really need to get my ass back onto? Making YouTube shorts, man. I gotta do... Dude, whenever I made those YouTube shorts, people saw them, and some people really liked them. And you know what? That's fucking awesome. And I've probably said about 10 different things here that would be worthy of making a short about. Yay.
Balls of steel.
I don't know, people have always told me too that I'm really good at talking to people. I may not always have the best thing to say, I'm just good at talking with people. Scorpio's interesting. Oh, who's this guy? Oh. What happened to their eyes? Yeah, I'll take this. But yeah, I need to set like goals with like streaming. Like, hey, I should get a new microphone. I like do my audio better. Figure out what I want to stream, because I don't always want to stream Isaac or Nuclear. Fuck, I don't want to always stream Nuclear Throne or Isaac all the time. Like, I want to branch off to other things, you know. If I don't have it in my collection, I'll take it, but I think I do. I do, okay. But it's only one soul. Yeah, I'm taking it. Fuck the poop. I think streaming variety is a good idea to catch new viewers for sure. Yeah, I would agree. You have to make your, whenever it comes to streaming, you have to have your own niche. Like a gimmick to, like, something that someone else is not currently doing. Because people love that. Like, some people, like, will find that shit. They'll find it very interesting. But I'm also a firm believer in, like, there's always going to be someone out there who likes what you do no matter what. They just have to find you first. It's not the fact that you're a bad streamer or you're not entertaining enough. It's just that you haven't found your right audience yet. Like, I think there's something for everybody whenever it comes to Twitch. Like, I know I sound condescending. Like, hey, this fucking guy knows everything. Like, it's not like that. It's just, like, whenever it's coming to, like, talking with people, like, there are some people that I really like talking to, and I don't care what they talk about or do. It's just, like, I like being around them because they're really fun to be around, you know? And I think the same way with streaming on Twitch. Like, one of the big examples is Jabroni Mike. He's a Twitch streamer who used to do exclusively, like, video gaming streams. But now he's branched off to, like, watching stuff on YouTube. And he still plays games from time to time, but he also, like, sometimes he'll do, like, sponsorships, which not everybody likes. But then he'll do, like, the other day he was looking at, like, AI images of houses and talking about, like, how much they would, like, cost in a real life. Fuck. Oh boy. So I wanted to branch off of things like that too. But, like, one of the biggest things I want to do is I want to play do the thing I talked about before with, like, reaching out to, like, indie devs and be like, hey, I think your game's really cool. Do you mind if I stream it on Twitch? You know, like, especially like games that are, like, early in access. One of the games I streamed a long time ago named Xenotown, I met some pretty cool developers that way. I've not been in touch with them for a very long time, but man, like, the people who made Xenotown, they're very cool people, and they really care about their game. Which is another game I should probably get back to playing. I have a backlog of shit I need to play on Twitch, but But I think it is absolutely true that I have severely. Oh, I just realized I took almond milk with sulfur. How does this work? I'm gonna use it on a different boss fight here in a second. But I've severely lacked on streams, and that is no one's fault except my own. And I don't have an excuse on why I haven't done it. I just haven't done it. You know. What the? What is this? What is this Mickey Mouse shit? What the fuck? What's happening here? But yeah. Like I'm sorry this sounds sappy, but like whenever I came back to streaming like a year or so ago, I was extremely nervous because I I had a lot of insecurities whenever it came to streaming. Like I always thought that people were better than me, and like I always saw it as like a form of competition. And it affected me a lot. Like it came to the point where streaming was not fun anymore, and I just despised it. And back whenever I originally quit, it was just like I was worried about like whenever I first said I was quitting, part of me wanted to see that like I wonder like what I'm going to get out of this. Like, is this the best thing for me to do? And I think whenever it came to like, because I didn't stream for like a year and a half, and whenever I came back, I talked about it with like my roommate. I talked about it with my ex at the time, and they told me if I want to do it, you know, give it another shot, and I did. And those same insecurities came back, but eventually, like, because I've been through therapy a lot since then, and I see streaming in a far bigger and brighter light than I ever have. You know, I don't talk about it too often because I don't like to, you know, get sappy about things. But I think at like in the point that I am like in my life right now, I can appreciate things far more than I ever have been able to. And that to me is what makes streaming a lot more fun. Because I don't see it as a competition anymore. I see it as like, hey, I want to stream and be a dumbass and enjoy myself. And I severely enjoy myself doing it. And because of that, like, excuse me, my nose is stuffy. And because of like what I had done to like better myself as a person and just okay, better myself as a person and like do better things. Elastic pervy best viewers. Bro, I got the best viewers here, but you ain't one of them, bitch. Let's see. Slash ban elastic You know what's funny? I get extremely flattered when somebody advertises me viewers on Twitch. That is so fucking flattering to me. It's like I'm irrelevant enough for me to get fucking like scam ads. That it just means so much to me. Hey, hey, to the person I just banned, can you send 5 more of you? I need an ego trip. why? Dude, I've gotten fucking like 3 mini mushes from a fucking mushroom lately. What the fuck? Why do I keep getting these? Why is it? Oh yeah, because I got the keeper head. Oh god, this sucks to use, man. What the fuck? Like, it's not too bad, but I wish it wasn't freaking the fuck out every time I used it. Shit. Man. I wish I wasn't grabbing bullets like there were coins. Damage up is really nice to have, though. You know, all things considered, I picked up almond milk. This is still a good run. Never mind. This run sucks. But honestly, though, like, whenever I got the damage up, I still got, like, a hefty, like, damage up. I got, like, a 50% increase to my damage because it went up by 0.5. Another game I've been thinking about streaming again was Zenless, Zone Zero. But I know some people don't like that. Like, oh, Spoon Bender! Some people, you know, they see a gacha game, and, you know, it's a little bit upsetting to them. They don't believe in the, they don't like the concept of gacha. And you know what? That makes sense. I'm not a big fan of gacha aspects as well. I got hooked on the gacha. I fell for the trap. I thought about streaming that as well. But, like, I don't know if I would, like, stream for my main. Because my main only does in-game content now. Like, only in-game content, or whenever a new chapter comes out. Okay, I gotta take it. The only thing I'm worried about with streaming Zenless is, like, there are a lot of people who are really good at the game, and I'm worried, like, one person's gonna come in. Because this has happened to me before. It happened to me with Nuclear Throne. I had people who were really good at the game tell me how to play the game, and I didn't want them to do that. They were like, I don't want someone to come in, it's like, hey, yo, your team lineup is shit. Or, hey, your gameplay is shit. Or, hey, Melting, you suck. You know, things like that. Hey, Melting, you suck. Yeah, just like that. Perfect example. I love how I talk about Zenless and you're the first person who shows up for it. Hey Marissa, do you plan on getting, like, either of the new characters in this patch, or are you waiting for Zhao Guang? I want to get Dylan, but I also want to get... it's no question, I am getting, like, Zhao Guang. She's a Void Hunter. It's no question. If I don't get her, it's just... Bro, gimped. Biggest blue ball of the century. I can't help it if I'm in love with Belle and Vivian and Miyabi and Yijuan and Trigger. And Zhao Guang. I actually made it to, I made it to level 100, or floor 100 of the new Battle Limited thing they have going on. Like, whenever you go to the HIA building, they have that spot where you could do floor. It's like the Pit of 100 Trials from Paper Mario. You do a floor, you fight a boss, you go to the next floor, so on and so forth. And Nicole, and Coletta, and Grace, and Rena, and Lucy, and Ellen, and Bernice. Yes, and Bernice, and Caesar. And Pulchra. You can't forget Pulchra. And Yanagi. Yes, you can't forget Yanagi. And Sukaku as a daughter. Yes, and Sukaku as a daughter. And Jane Doe. Can't forget about Jane Doe. Can't forget about Jane Doe. And the rat. Yeah. Normally I would say call her by her actual name, but no, she is just the she is just the rat. And Zhu Yuan, yes, and Zhu Yuan. And Qing Yi, yes, and Qing Yi. Can't forget about Qing Yi. Anby, can't forget about Anby. Orphe and Matt, you can't forget about them. Can't forget about Seed. Can't forget about Soldier 11. And Jufufu. I can't believe you didn't say Jufufu from the start. We can ignore Soldier 11? What do you mean we can... What do you... Why ignore Soldier 11? Fufu is our second daughter. True. I love the fact that Jufufu is extremely powerful and always has a smile on her face. She's like Goku. And Alice, and Yuzuha. I thought you didn't like... Oh, you didn't like her voice. That's what you didn't like about her. I, for one, love Yuzuha's voice. And Yidhari... Oh, Yidhari... You can't... Bro, Yidhari... Yidhari's where it's at. I'll just say it. Yidhari... Bro, if she comes back, if she does a rerun, and Melting's wallet feels a little bit heavy, I'll slam my wallet down. Just saying. I do need more rupture agents. You can ignore my Yujuan. You can ignore my Kamano. I already ignore him enough as it is. Lucia, yeah. Dude, you wanna... I remember everybody, whenever Hoya decided to change her design, everybody was freaking the fuck out about it. I think her new redesign is fine. In fact, I think it's even better. Ignoring Yujuan Yushifu. Okay, well, I said as a joke, but man, I think Yujuan is like my most used character in the game. I use her more than my Miyabi. No joke. I straight up use her more often. I get like I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, because like whenever Deadly Assault comes back, I pretty much always use a Yujuan team, and then I have a Miyabi team. And then my last team is usually Evelyn with Astra and Lighter. But sometimes if it's ice, I pull out my Ellen. You know, do an Ellen, Lighter, and Astra playthrough. Works fine. Can't forget about her lesbian or bi power of Astra and Eve. Fuck, try to get both of them in the photo. They probably wouldn't fit. The ass is too fat. Bro, Evelyn's so thick, she got more fucking recoil than rubber bands. Why am I okay, I'm okay with gooning. I don't want to do it on my Twitch. I want to be professional. Okay. Professional gooner. There we go! That's the good terminology. I like that. It's funny though, because whenever Zenless, I first started playing Zenless, I used to defend and say like, Zenless is not a gooner game, it just has a lot of fan service. Nowadays I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, if it's a gooner game, I don't give a fuck. I have good gameplay with titties and ass. I don't give a fuck. And good music. The music in Zenless is very good, I will admit. Like, very, very good. I have, like, a very, very controversial take. TV mode needs to come back. It needs to come back. Too many people bitch about it because of it in story missions, which, yeah, I think TV mode should have never been in story missions. There was a YouTube comment that I think describes it the best. TV mode does not work as a navigation tool, it works as a puzzle tool. That's what it should have been. TV mode's great. You know, I had to do, I got the hidden ending in one of the commissions that uses TV mode. It's called The Prophet. Because it's like the one where you play as a Bang Boo RPG character, and then you, like, level up and whatnot, and there's different endings, and you get an achievement for doing one of the endings. I did that, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun. Does it have its hiccups? Yes. But TV mode was great. It had an eerie aspect to it. It was wonderful. And then they dropped it because too many people bitched about it. One of my most listened to soundtracks from Zenless, there was a web event for whenever Astra first came out, and I listened to that the most. Oh yeah, speaking of Zen, you know, we've been talking about Zenless for a while. Shiyu Defense resets tomorrow, so hop to it. Johnny the Knight. I don't remember most of the soundtrack names, so as soon as I look it up, I'm like, oh yeah, Johnny the Knight. Yeah, I know that one. The one where Caesar self-sacrificed. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The whole inspiration. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, one thing that the devs did say, though, and I heard about this recently, and I am so fucking excited for it. Because I hope it plays out better than I'm anticipating it for. Dude, the next update that comes out, or maybe one of the following updates, they're adding a stat selection for disk drives, meaning that you can choose what stat you wish to choose for your substats. And if that's true, that is phenomenal. Dude, the amount of times I have rolled for discs is so annoying. I've lost my fucking mind doing it. I'll still be pissed about it. You know what? I'll find something to bitch about it. The amount of times I've gotten disk drives that have had 2 crit stats, and then it all gets like level 3 HP. It's been immense, and then it's also pissed me out an immense amount. You want to know what? Yeah. Tell me why you'd be pissed off about it. I'm curious. I want to know. Yeah. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention and I die. I was paying too much attention to chat. You know what? Maybe we're not gonna play Blue Baby. Maybe we could just give a massive middle finger to Blue Baby. After spending so much on disk drives for Miyabi and Miyabi, Yujuan, and Astra, and Trigger, you got a really good disk drive set, and then it all went toward fucking shitty stats. Oh no, it's because you spent so much time. Oh, okay. If that's the case, then yeah, that also makes sense. On the bright side, like, disk drives are only a pain in the dick if you're using them on, like, attacking characters or, like, DPS characters, most of the time. Most of the time. There are exceptions like Trigger, where it's a pain in the ass. Because you have to level up... As a stunner, you have to level up, like, your crit stats, and I think attack. But, like, for, like, most support characters, it kind of doesn't matter. Usually, like, for the limited time banner, like, support characters, you just have to level up your attack to a certain amount. One of the exceptions is Lucia, because I think she does the most whenever she levels up from, like, her HP stat. Because she, like, her buffs come from, you know, supporting Rupture agents. Can I just have more trust events with Trigger? Rule 34, my friend.
Luck up.
It's not a bad item. Dad's Key is an item that I don't see too often, and it's a shame. I think I'll stick with fanfictions to get my Trigger X Bell fluff. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I wonder how... I think there's like the... Because there's like beta previews that people have access to, where they can play as like beta renditions of like future characters coming out. It's like there's one of Zhao from the Krampus company. Why do I have your green hue? A pill. I took a speed up. No. I took a pill. I don't remember what pill it was. Oh, it was a luck up pill. That's what I took. Fuck. A lot of good that luck up pill did. I mean, it was that or nothing, and I'd rather have the luck up, I guess. I don't know. Hey, maybe there's a chance I get something really good, like Ghost Pepper. I don't know. Unless Ghost Pepper is something you have to unlock, which I don't remember if it is. I mean, it's a snowball effect. It starts from one thing and builds into something bigger, you know? Let's see, we're going here. Sure, you want to talk about something controversial? I remember when everybody was fucking losing their fucking minds over Kamado Monoto being a A-rank character. I think that's a good thing than it is a bad thing. Like, people will bitch and say, like, oh, well, he should have had more representation because he was, you know, he could have been an S-rank character and been better. Well, him being an A-rank means more people are able to play him because he's part of the standard banner, and he's easier to get because he's an A-rank. I think that's a win. And just because a character is an A-rank doesn't mean that they're bad. I mean, look at Nicole. People... S-ranks are reserved for waifus. That's not... I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, you had Bonway. He's coming out in the next part of this patch. You have Hugo, who just reran alongside Dylan. And then you also had Lighter. Now, is there more female representation for the S ranks? Yes. I'm not gonna deny that. But it's not only waifus, they just happen to have a lot of waifus, okay? Hugo is a twink and therefore counts as a waifu. He's husbando. But yeah, no, he's hyper twink. Shoot. Fuck, you wanna talk about hyper twink? Look at fucking Haramasa. I don't know if I'm seeing it right, but in his intro, like, it looks like he does a kiss at the camera. Something else I found out recently, apparently my alt account for Zenless, I knew it had Chingy, because I know I rolled for her. I got her and her signature W engine. Something I wish I had on my main. Either way, turns out I have Alice on that account, and I had no clue. I just saw Alice, like, playable, I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't know I had you. Didn't realize he had big titty bunny. True. Yeah, true. I did not realize I had big titty bunny. Like, the thing is with, like, Alice, she looks like she'd be the biggest fucking bitch ever. She had, like, some snobby attitude, but she doesn't. She just likes things to be symmetrical. She's like that one character from Soul Eater where everything has to be symmetrical. You know, if you've watched Soul Eater, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, oh, I want both of those. But I'm taking the Death's Touch, yeah, Death's Touch. Kid, yes. Oh, I want it so bad. Death the Kid. Yes. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. I haven't seen Soul Eater in like 10 years, so. I never finished it though. Shoot, an anime that my friend was telling me about, the Duke with the curse and his maid. Dude, that anime is so fucking great. I love it so much. I feel like the only caveat to it is that it talks about, like, serious, like, kind of like a fucked up, like, premise. Like, the Duke cannot touch anything or else it will die because he has a curse. But there's a lot of fan service between him and his maid. And it's like, I mean, it's great. I mean, like, hey, fan service is fan service. I understand that. But, like, I feel like if you're gonna talk about something serious, just stick to it being serious. You know? Don't have a piece of fan service every episode to get the viewer's attention. I swear, fucking the Japanese people, like, dingling keys for Gen Zers here in America is like boobies is that for them. You ever want to get their attention? Boobies. I swear, every anime is like that. And I'm dead. Marissa's telling you... I'm not saying you're wrong! I'm not saying you're wrong! I'm just like, oh yeah, okay. Okay, cool. I'm just saying that with like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Have you played Dispatch? No. What's the game about? Man, this Dead God player right here is in shambles. He keeps dying to stupid shit. Man, I love how I'm playing Isaac, and then there's Habit, and then I don't have the fucking D6. It's an interactive visual novel with puzzle elements. Ooh, interesting. I might have to take a look at that sometime. I know it's isn't that part of the Game Awards or something like that? Like a lot of people said they really liked it. Excuse me. It's a good game. Shoot, I'll have to check it out sometime. Moist Critical plays a sonar back. Oh, it's that game! Oh, I kind of know what you're talking about now. Doesn't that game, like, isn't the trailer of it, is like, some, like, two dudes in a bathroom and, like, one person sitting at another person pissing a urinal? Ouch. This is probably going to be my last run tonight because it is 11 o'clock, so I might have to go to bed soon. Melting needs a sleepy weepies! Jacksepticeye plays Punch Up, a 3'3" strongman from Ireland, and he punches dicks! That's based. Bro, imagine getting your dick punched. And then the thing he says, his catchphrase, top of the morning to you laddies! Top of the morning to your laddie! Oh god, my dick! You know? It's not even funny if I'm laughing at it. Shoot, you know what'd be like a really fun thing to do? Entirely unoriginal. Get like a playlist of videos from a couple friends, and it's like all the funny videos that they really like to see. Put it in a playlist, send it to me, and then if I laugh at it, I have to do like a punishment of some kind. The urinal thing is when you meet Royd, a cool Hawaiian Bretta. Okay, yeah, I guess I was right. Yeah, like, or like you tell me like what videos to add to the playlist, and then I'll make it, and then like I can like stream it, and it'd be like, oh hey guys, I laughed at this. Haha, he said penis. And then I have to do a punishment, like, oh yeah, gift 50 subs to your favorite e-waifu on Twitch. Northern Lion, you're gonna get 50 subs your way! And everyone's like, what do you mean Northern Lion? Like, Northern Lion's my favorite e-girl. I love how Marissa's talking about the lore for this game, and here I am fucking simping over, Northern Light. Can you say simp on Twitch anymore? I remember for a while the people over at Twitch had a fucking tizzy about that. Charlie gets handcuffed to a squat rack because another member of his team seduced him. Oh no. Ooh. God, the vulgarity. Ooh. You know what? Fuck this run. Kill me. I'm gonna do another run. We're doing another run. Okay. She says, no, I didn't. I just said, hey, you want to see something cool? And then handcuff you to a squat rack. And then he said, but you said it in a seductive way, so I thought you meant boobs. Okay, I guess I gotta play this game. This game sounds really funny. God, you know what that reminds me of? Alpharad. He's the guy on, okay, cool. He's the guy... He's the guy on, YouTube. God, give me anything but Burning Basement, please. Thank you. He was famous for, like, his, Super Smash Brothers videos. And now he makes a lot of Among Us videos. And in one of those Among Us videos, he, one of his friends says, hey, you want to see a cool trick? And then they die, because he was the imposter. And he's like, so who said... I don't remember how it was exactly, but it's like, somebody said you want to see a cool trick, and that's the imposter. And then, you know, they got voted off. Hey, you want to see something cool? I would think the same thing. Fuck. I'd be getting excited. Okay, it's a train. It's like, wait, who the fuck is knocking on my door at this time? No, neither of those. Yeah, punch the ghost. Fuck you, ghost. Man, Haunt. I love it when you're easy to kill, but when you're not, you're such a pain in the dick. Oh yeah, another game that I wanted to stream. B3313. It was the infamous Mario 64 hack that tries to act like a beta version of Mario 64, but has lots of liminal spaces and is super creepy and haunted. They've updated since I last streamed it, and I thought about streaming it, but the issue is that I've already played a good majority of it. I swear to God, if I fucking die right here. That if I streamed it, a lot of what I see is something I've already seen. And it's just like, man, this is really fun for, like, the people watching it, but it's also like, I've already seen all of it. Like, I like it a lot. It's a really fun ROM hack, but, like, I've already seen all of it. So it's like, it's nothing new for me. And I guess something doesn't have to be new for me to stream it, you know? But, I mean, look what I'm playing right now. It was a thought. Ooh. I don't know. I really don't know what I should stream on Twitch. A lot of people would tell me, like, oh, just stream whatever you want. I don't know what I want to stream, though. That's the problem. Like, I want to stream, I just don't know what I should do. Because, like, I don't want to keep streaming Isaac forever. And I don't want to keep streaming Nuclear Throne forever. It's just, like, after a while, it gets boring to me. But, like, there are some games I want to try out, like, on stream. Like, what I talked about earlier with the LSD Dream Emulator, or Dissolution ST. Those are games I would fucking love to stream, because I don't know the most about them. So it's a mystery for me, and I like concepts like that. Like, the surrealist nature. You've seen me play Hylix 2 3 times. I like surreal shit. I like unsettling shit. Okay? I'm like Gwen Stefani. That's my shit. You know, it's... Do I want to go Devil Deals? Yeah, let's see what's in here. Little Horn is a good item. I kind of don't want it, though. Because my tears are very slow. So, yeah. Like I said, good item. Well, 1, I have 0 luck, and 2, I have really dog shit tier rate. There's also just, like, a lot of indie game. Like, I want, like, there's a lot of fun things I would, like to stream, but it's just, like, is this a fun game to play on my own time, or should I stream this, you know? And I feel like the biggest example for that for me was My Side. You know, I remember Meta, you know, yeah. That is the perfect streaming game for me, but for me to play it on my own, bro, the moment I got fucking turned into a game cartridge, I wanted to punch Meta in the face, not gonna lie, man. Fuck you, Meta. Why do people like this character? Everybody knows why. It's because it's an anime girl and she's attractive. People think buttholes are attractive. Get out of here. But no, My Side was absolutely a streaming game for me. It was fun just to do, like, all the random shit. Dude, and whenever, like, I was looking for shit to make clips out of, perfect game to get fucking material from. Do I want to do this? Let's see. Okay. No. Oh, God. No, that's like the worst one. No. Or fucking, Crypt of the Necrodancer. They came out with a Hatsune Miku DLC, and then there's a fucking Shovel Knight DLC. Dude, you want to fucking let's talk about Miku for a second. Miku is fucking becoming a nationwide, like here in the States, she's becoming nationwide icon. Like she's been around for a long time. She's been around for almost 20 years. But like, oh, that fucking sucks. That Omega sucks. What the fuck? Dude, like, more people know Miku now more than ever. Like, she's getting added to a bunch of shit. First, it was the fucking Sonic All-Stars game. Now she got added to Fortnite, and now, no joke, they're doing a fucking what is it? I think it's called U2s. They're making a U2s like figurine like crossover between Hatsune Miku and fucking Garfield. Bro, seeing Hatsune Miku cosplay and a Garfield character is something I did not think I'd ever see. But I have. Bro, this fucking timeline we're in, man! But like another thing too that I also believe is that Japanese media is becoming far more like enjoyable now than it ever has been. Ever. Ever.
Cheers.
Like you literally had like game manufacturers from the 90s change things up between Japanese and American games whenever they came to the West because they seemed too cutesy and whatnot. And they didn't think people from like here in America. Fuck. God damn it! Why am I playing like shit? Hey, what's up, Prexy? Good to see you, man. I hope you're having a great night. Uh, they thought it was too cutesy, so they wanted to make it more tough looking. Now people love that shit. People love what Japan comes up with. Like nothing ever gets held back from like Japan ever now. Like you don't have Japanese exclusives as much. It's like with video games. Why am I playing like shit? I'm embarrassed. You know what? We'll end the night off with the Zazel. How about that? We'll end the night off with the Zazel. We'll get a good Azazel run. I also heard that Kasane Tato was also coming to Fortnite, which is not even a Vocaloid. She's that what's it called? Utao? Utaloid? It's like the free alternative to Vocaloid, but because it had an anime character attached to it, it became very popular. Bro, you better hope they don't put an anime character on cigarettes. Bro, dude, the amount of people who are gonna start smoking because they think it's cool because an anime character is on it. Oh my god, Cigarette Chan. You're so cool. I need to be like you. No. No, if it was the dude, what dog? If we had today's likeness in Japanese media in the mid 20th century, you would have absolutely had that. Bro, you would have Cigarette Chan. She'd be in the fucking history books. I really tried to like Fortnite, but I honestly couldn't. Funny story about Fortnite. So I didn't start playing until like very recently. And I only ever played on like the zero build version. If I played on the build version where you can like build shit, I would have just quit instantly. It's like playing Call of Duty and then like as soon as you see somebody, you go to prone so you can avoid getting shot. Bro, that's like 10 times worse with that. With like Fortnite, because you can just build shit, fucking dodge all their bullets and everything, and get away with it for free. But I was playing with a couple friends of mine recently, and they're over here telling me like a wide variety of things, like jump on the cloud or get this or get that, and it's like I don't know what. Look, I mean this in the kindest way possible. I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Never tried the build version. Neither have I. I don't hate myself enough to try that.
The fool.
With Fortnite, though, I don't know. I don't dig the... I'm not a biggest fan of the Battle Royale concept. It's just not my thing. And after all the AI stuff in the game, it was just like, bleh. I didn't... AI? I didn't know there's AI stuff in Fortnite. Are they as bad as Activision? Where they like Activision developers will deliberately put AI imagery for Call of Duty. Dude, you know what? If you want to hear me bitch about something, I'll bitch about something. Call of Duty, a $70 game, has a fucking battle pass on it. Why? Like, why does a AAA full price game that not only has DLCs have a fucking battle pass in it? What the fuck? And that battle pass is only gonna be good for a year before the new fucking COD comes out. Nobody fucking plays the other one anymore. They start with making an AI voice based off an OG voice of Darth Vader, and I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I was like, what the fuck? There was like one instance of like AI usage recently, but like what it was like some person training, like an actual individual training an AI for the developers to use in their game. That is the kind of AI I kind of like, because it's a person training an AI, like, for the sake of AI. You know, they're not stealing from another person, they got permission. I like that. Now, using AI because you don't have the ability, like if you use AI because you don't have the the time and effort to make something great out of it, then that's like a different story. After that followed the AI images and stuff. AI is getting scary, man. It's like AI imagery is becoming realistic. We have to ask ourselves the question, hey, is that... I can't tell if that was AI. Was that real or not? And it's like, at that point, you're at a point of no return. The gods will fear for what they have allowed it to create. Oh, I was already here. You know what? Why didn't I take the Necronomic? Oh, well. Generative AI sucks. There is no real positive for it to exist. I can't think of one. Yeah. I guess other than, like... I mean, because, like, if you're using it for a non-commercial use, then I feel like that's definitely more acceptable than if you weren't. The issue where it becomes a problem is when you use it for commercial use. It's kind of like plagiarism. Whenever you like make something and claim it as your own, whenever it was actually the works of many other people that was used to train that AI for what you use to make art from. And isn't AI also the reason why RAM prices are going stupid high? Because all these people who like have all these companies that use AI and shit keep buying up all these fucking sticks. That's caused some RAM prices to fucking nearly double or triple in value. AI had the potential to save a ton of lives and resources around the turn. The corporations ruined it as usual. I still think it's definitely capable of good. I mean, like I feel like AI is a future worth experimenting with, but is it the future? I don't know yet. Guys, I have to save the game because if I don't, I'm slowly drifting asleep. It is also 11:30 and I have to get sleep. Proxy, sorry to do this whenever you first get here, man. I wish I could stay here longer. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm very tired. It's kind of my fault. I decided to stream a little later than usual. I apologize for that. Let me just say, I had a wonderful time streaming tonight, and I hope you had just as much fun watching it. You guys are a great audience, and I love you to death for it. I'm gonna send the stream off to the void. I don't feel like raiding anybody. You are more likely to see me tomorrow because the new Nuclear Throne update comes out, and I'm gonna play it. So I hope to see you there. Excuse me, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay beautiful. Don't be beautiful. Stay beautiful because that's what you are. Good night, guys. I'm hopping out. See ya.